Kevin Durant and the Phoenix Suns worked themselves back into their best-of-7 series against the Denver Nuggets by winning 2 home games. Could they win their first game on the road against the Nuggets? As you see pregame, Jokic with a little peace treaty to Phoenix Suns owner Matt Ishbia after their Game 4 kerfluffle. Game 5, though, it's Jokic and Booker exchanging buckets. They've been the 2 best players of this series, but here comes the Denver Blitz. The block on Landry Shamet, the 3 by Michael Porter Jr. He had 14 points in the opening frame, 19 for the game. And then how about Jamal Murray? Nobody gonna pick me up. That's a very bad decision, especially in Denver. Durant fades away in the second. More Durant over MPJ. The Suns make a second quarter run of their own. You see Durant playing the boards, and just like that, the Suns are within 3. They would take the lead in the second. As you see Booker nail a 3. We're tied at 45 right there. Again, Suns go on to take the lead, 48-47. Here comes Denver once again. Jokic nailing the open 3. At the half, Denver led a close one. Third quarter, Jamal Murray thought he was fouled on that jump shot, so he gets a little bit of get back on Landry Shamet. Neither called, by the way. Murray's like, man, you gonna foul me, I'm gonna get a little get back. Look at him reach on Shamet. No one gets a call until Jamal Murray says enough is enough, and he lets Landry know about it. The and one. It's gonna get teed up for taunting, but I'm sure that's a technical foul worth it for Murray. That's what you get for fouling me so much. And then Murray again finding Jokic, who again finds the bottom of the net for 3. Just like that, the Nuggets have taken a double-digit lead over the Suns again at home. It's Jokic dominating DeAndre Ayton and the Suns, oftentimes beating them down court. A triple-double for Denver's MVP. Jokic 29, 13, and 12, and 1 flop here as you see Suns trying to huddle. There was no timeout called. Denver tries to get involved in Phoenix's conversation. Kevin Durant shoves Jokic. This series is heating up, no pun intended. It's Murray and the Nuggets getting away from the Suns. Christian Braun with the steal and challenges Durant to jump with him at the rim. And then Jokic up top to Gordon. One more again. And then it's Murray. Murray at 19 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. Much more subtle game for him, much more playmaker type game for Murray as his Nuggets run away with this one. Score nowhere near indicative of where this game was at in the second half. Denver wins it 118-102. What's up, everybody? It's yours truly. I'm the one and only. I'm Hoops FERRO. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button before you get on out of here. It's truly the best way we show people that we're growing this platform to new heights and new levels. Thank you so much for the love. Again, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more exclusive quality content. Enjoy the rest of the video.
Hobbled. Nuggets working quickly. Jokic again. An open 3 in the corner. Christian Braun, the interception. A foot race.
That was my favorite Denver Nuggets playoff game this entire postseason. Maybe my favorite Denver Nuggets game the entire season, if you want me to be honest about it. I thought they played a pretty complete basketball game. This was the one for me. I wasn't surprised one bit. Denver came out the gate the first 2 games of the series, second round of the playoffs, and hit the Suns in the mouth. That didn't shock me one bit. But what I was concerned for Denver's sake was the response. Phoenix goes home, gets some home cooking. They win game 3 and 4. And this was the one for me. This was the one that I thought the Nuggets could potentially lose. Game 5, after the Suns kind of figure out what the Nuggets were doing. I knew the Suns were going to bring, I thought, at least a better game to the table coming off of those games 3 and 4 wins. You know, Devin Booker's been playing unbelievable right now. I thought the Suns would get a couple guys from home that were playing better and obviously not have the same games that they had in Phoenix, but be better than they were in games 1 and 2. Started out that way. Nuggets just took over in the second half, which has been the theme of this series from Colorado. These games have been much closer in Phoenix than they have been in Arizona, and I just want to give the Nuggets a lot of credit. Jokic has put together about 3 or 4 fantastic games in this series. Another triple-double for him. Ties with Chamberlain on that for centers, right? That's a big accomplishment. Will was a stat hoarder. For Jokic, I thought he played is pretty much a complete game. I love the stat distribution. Jamal Murray, 19 points, 15 shots. Obviously, you would like for him to score more points if you look at the shot attempted versus the points that he put out. But I'm much happier with Murray around 15 shots versus I think one game he was up to like 29 shots or something like that. Way too many shots. I thought the game plan was much more centered around Jokic making plays for everybody versus Murray making plays for everybody, which I've told y'all from the jump. I think the most optical version of the Nuggets is Jokic still being the playmaker, but Jamal Murray getting looks off of Jokic's passes. I knew the ball would be in the hands of Murray more in the playoffs. I'm not mad at that in one bit. I just think Jokic is a much better decision maker than Murray is. I think Michael Porter Jr. getting a couple extra looks, he really got it going in the first. I think that's always a great thing for him to be a tone setter for the team. Aaron Gordon had a better game as well than he had on the road. Yeah, Denver played a pretty good game. How about Bruce Brown, another guy that just benefits off of the greatness that is Jokic? Jokic, a guy that's going to throw you some outlet pass. He's going to find you while you're cutting. I think this for Denver was their most complete game of the playoffs and probably my favorite game of them in the entire season. Now, I want to swing over to Phoenix because there are some things that we got to address here with the Suns. The first thing that stands out to me is Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is not having a good go of this thing on the road in Denver right now, and I think that's part of the reason why they're falling apart in the second half of these games. Yo, these games are close going into the half, and coming out of that locker room in the third quarter, the Suns are just getting decimated by the energy of the Nuggets. Kevin Durant, another 5 turnovers. It's just too many turnovers. 10 for 24 from the field for a guy of KD's caliber. I just need that to be better. That's 41%. I mean, Durant's not a guy that's going to lock up anybody at this point in his career. He competes. But I'm just saying, a guy that caliber that we've given credit to much of his career for being an efficient, great scorer, 10 for 24 on the road ain't it. I mean, obviously right now the Suns know what they got to do. It's got to be Booker and Durant. And the way Booker's been playing, he came back to reality. Like, he had 28, I believe, in this game. 28 is like as best Denver can do on Booker. He didn't, shoot the greatest from the field. What was he, like 7 of 19 or something like that from the field? That's very calm compared to where Booker's been playing this entire postseason. So this game, Booker needed Durant to be the alpha male. He needed him to be the god scorer, right? And Durant was just good, not great, and he hasn't been great on the road in Denver just yet in this series. And I think that's what the Suns they needed from Kevin Durant. That's why they brought him in. Mikal Bridges can do what Kevin Durant's doing on the road. Now, Durant was really good in Phoenix as well, but I'm saying for how much Durant has the basketball in his hands, 10 for 24 from the field. I mean, Mikal Bridges can pretty much do that, maybe even a little better. And Mikal at this point in his career is a better defender. The Suns didn't make this trade where they traded Cam Johnson and Mikal for Durant to be pretty much what Mikal Bridges would be on the road. They brought this dude to be the X factor, the guy. Now, I understand it's an offense dominated by 2 guys right now, but so far I haven't seen Durant match where Booker's playing at right now. Durant looks all of 34 while Devin Booker's 26 heading into the prime of his career. Again, at home in Phoenix, Durant's been great. Obviously, we know a guy like KD commands a lot of double teams, which in part is why Booker's playing phenomenal ball. But I'm watching the way Devin Booker handles these double teams and the way Kevin Durant's handling these double teams. And in Denver or Phoenix, Booker's fine making plays out of the doubles. In Phoenix, Kevin Durant's fine. But in Denver, in Colorado, they're getting to Kevin Durant on these double teams. And it's forcing him to make bad decisions, take tough shots, turn the basketball over. And that's been the difference, especially in these second halves. The Nuggets are just clamping in on Durant and taking advantage of his mistakes, pretty similar to what the Brooklyn Nets did or the Boston Celtics, did to Kevin Durant and the Brooklyn Nets last year. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this series thus far as the Nuggets now move to 1 game away from advancing to the Western Conference Finals. Most likely, this gets back to a 7th game in Denver for all the marbles. I picked Phoenix in 6. Obviously, at this point, I just want to be right about my prediction. Just looking at how the series has played out, I would be shocked if Denver didn't win this one in 7. I have no evidence that shows me the Nuggets will lose a second half against the Suns. They're just dominating Phoenix in the second halves of these series. I think this one gets back to 7 games. I think the Nuggets probably prevail. Again, my preseason or pre-series pick was Durant, Booker, and the Suns in 6. So we shall see. All right. Thank y'all so much for the time, love, and support. Is what your boy will never take for granted. I'm out.